can hear you, Scott.
You got me? Awesome. Thanks, Amy. I'm going to mute myself.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
No, I think
Here,
we're calling the roll.
here.
I'm sorry.
Call the roll.
Hamilton? Hart? Robinson?
Here.
Baxter? Harris?
Here.
Fowler?
Here.
Insulaco?
Present.
Quorum is present.
Thank you. Well, everybody would,
Can I say something real quick to you council members? Okay, Councilmember Hamilton. Councilmember Fowler has called in today, but this is the last time anybody can call into the city council meeting because the law goes into effect on August 5th that requires city council members to attend in person unless the governor has declared a state of emergency. So this is it, this last time.
appreciate it. If everybody would stand for the prayer and the pledge of allegiance by Mr. Barber.
Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we do thank you for this day that you have given us here in this fair city. We thank you so much for the council members that you have put over us to judge and to make decisions wisely. Lord, we pray for patience in the discussions that are here tonight, and we pray for relief from the hot weather that we've been enduring. And as always, Lord, we ask for protection for our public safety people in the police and fire and electric department. And we just thank you for all these things in the name of Jesus. And all God's people said.
Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moved.
Thank you. Second. Motion second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Thank you. Communications, if anyone would like to pull one, please let me know. If not, I'll ask for yes for all or second to accept and file.
Can we
Yes.
please pull number 5 to be read, please?
Pull and read it, but the rest of
Yes.
them, 1 through 4, can be accepted.
Wait, there's one I wanted to pull too.
All right.
Is Ember here?
Ember's here.
Oh, okay, all right, yes, pull, which one is it?
3.
3.
So we're pulling 3 and 5, correct? So I'm going to ask for a motion.
Move to accept to file 1, 2, and 4.
Second?
There's a motion.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton? Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Communication number 3.
Please.
A communication from Ember Strange, Chief Financial Officer, memorandum to Mayor Terry C. Hartwick and City Clerk Treasurer Diane Whitby regarding May 2025 financial update.
On number 3,
Yes. Can we have Ember come up? I just got a couple
Ember
questions.
can come up, please.
Ember, I know on the sales tax, we're down on our sales tax, and I get that. That's, pretty much universal when you show the ones that are below and whatever. It makes sense with the economy and everything that's going on. So can you just kind of give an overview? And this is something else too that I was thinking of, when we, years ago, a long time ago, I guess, when we would get the financial report, it was line item by each department, and there would be a percentage of the usage, in March, they've used 25% of their budget. If that's something that we could start getting again, either by email or print, I think it'd help us a lot. It's a lot easier to look at when you just do percentages.
Okay, so in the agenda packet is the May 2025 financial statement. I've since been working on the June statement, and as Councilmember Ross said, our sales tax numbers are trending about $725,000 behind budget year to date. That is through May, because our sales tax, property tax, franchise fees, some of our larger revenue sources come in 2 months or 1 month in arrears. So in looking at this February financial packet, it looks like there's a loss of $24 million at this point, but that's because your revenues are on your cash basis with running 2 months in arrears. So what I'm trying to work on for the next meeting is June, to see really where we're at half a year and kind of estimate the accruals on the sales tax. I do have the percentages of the departments. They're in total where they're at on their budget, but I can most definitely send those monthly detail reports if you all want that. I have a senior accountant who sends those to the departments every month, so the departments should be reviewing those, but I can add you all to those as well. It's just a click of a button. So most departments are in line with budget. The mayor and I have had some meetings with a couple of departments, and we are going to have some budget amendments to bring to you pretty soon. But right now on this May report, those are not reflected. Those will be on the June report.
Any more questions for Ms.?
Move to accept and file communication 3.
Motion accept and file communication 3.
Second?
There's a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Communication number 5.
Please.
Communication from C.K. Patel, Spark by Hilton of North Little Rock, email regarding opposition to proposed inpatient care facility on McCain Boulevard. Would you like me to read the whole
Please.
thing? Dear members of the City Council, I am writing as a concerned business owner on McCain Boulevard to express my opposition to the proposed inpatient care facility planned for this area. As someone in the hospitality industry, maintaining a sense of safety and security for our guests is essential. Unfortunately, it has become increasingly difficult to ensure that feeling of safety. Our guests are starting to question whether their belongings are secure and whether the surrounding area is safe. These concerns impact not only our business, but also the reputation of North Little Rock as a whole. McCain Boulevard is a busy corridor that draws families, especially those through events like those held at 501 Volleyball and nearby attractions. When parents and visitors see an environment that raises safety concerns, it can negatively influence their decision to return or even to come at all. We fully support efforts to provide care and service to those in need, but we strongly believe that McCain Boulevard is not the right location for this type of facility. We urge you to consider the broader impact on the local businesses and families who rely on this area to feel safe and welcoming. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, C.K. Patel, Sparked by Hilton.
Move to accept and file.
Motion is
Communication
second.
five.
There's a motion and a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton? Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Thank you. Norman, come up here. I'm coming down to you, okay? So everybody, this is Mr. Norman Clifton. We went back as far as we could go back to see how many commissions he's been on, everything he's served for the city, and we went back 50 years. 50 years. So with that, we've got something small, but it means a lot to me. This is a special thanks to Norman Clifton for over 50 years of service, dedication. Everybody please sing it. We love you, man. What do you do already after you're done? Oh, me. Is it? Anything you'd like to say, sir?
We're very happy.
Come on up, please.
We're glad of our city, and it's wonderful to have our church here. And Norman Shirley Clifton has been members. He joined us with, well, all of his life. The Clifton family's been a part of our church. His grandfather was a minister in our church. And he was 48 years old when he came to the Lord, baptized, and become a vital part of our church. We're thankful today, along with his wife.
I gotta say something one more. We mowed your yard when I was about 12 years old.
There's a guy named Terry Hartwig. I overpaid him too.
Thank you so very much.
Mayor, with your permission, may I say?
Go, please.
I just wanted to mention that during my time in the mayor's office, Mr. Clifton was always chairman of the Planning Commission, so I've known him as Mr. Chairman just about my entire life. And from the censor board back in Mayor Lehman days to the Airport Commission, the Planning Commission for a long time, I'm missing one more, aren't I? Park and Recreation Commission. He has served me for at least 20 years as an invaluable source of institutional knowledge of what's going on around here, how things work. And I owe at least so much of my education to you, and I really do appreciate it. So personally, thank you very much, sir, for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank
Council members. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate all you've done.
May we be excused?
Yeah, it's 50 years. I can't stop you now. Thank you very much. Let's go forward, please.
Unfinished business, R2584, Councilmember Insulaco and Fowler.
We're gonna hold this again.
Hold it.
This is the final time. Okay. R25-111,
Please read it, and then I'll convene a public hearing after the reading, okay?
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 124 East Eureka Gardens Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you very much. With that, I'm going to call convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R-25-111, please come to the microphone. Wishing to speak for or against R-25-111. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing. Please call it.
We had it.
Need a motion.
Move for adoption?
Second.
Adopt.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R-25-114, Mayor Hartwig.
Please.
A resolution approving and certifying the amounts of liens to be filed at the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Thank you. Again, after reading, I'll have to call convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R-25-114, please come to the microphone. Seeing none, I will adjourn this public hearing. Please.
Motion to adopt.
Motion adopt.
Second.
Sarah, second.
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R-25-115, Mayor Hartwig.
Hold it. In fact, I'm going to withdraw it. I would say that best. Let's just withdraw it.
Oh, I'm sorry. O-2553,
That's where we're going to withdraw it.
Mayor Hartwig.
Yes, please withdraw it.
Okay. O-2554, Councilmember Hart.
Hold it.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we,
Do we have anybody to speak on any of these that we've already called?
I talked to the applicant, Mr. Watkins. He's the one that asked to withdraw it, and it's
Oh,
going to be
okay.
refiled at the
I
next.
just didn't know if there was anybody that had signed
Yeah,
up
I've
to
already
speak.
talked to him. That's why I did it.
Okay.
And we're at 2554, Ms. Hart.
Yes.
What do you want to do with it?
Hold it.
Okay.
O-2555.
Hold it.
gonna let me have the spotlight.
Okay. R-25-115, Mayor Hartwig.
Please call it.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment of the ValQuest system to ValQuest Systems, Inc. for the purchase of an automatic capacitor control system for the North Little Rock Electric Department.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Motion second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Do me a favor. Can you turn the air conditioning? I see some of these people are fanning themselves. Can you turn that down a little bit? Is that okay with y'all? Y'all, I can see you out here fanning yourself, huh?
I won't touch it because Bill Bush will kill me.
All right.
I'll take my chances.
It's, yeah. All right. If you're not getting any cooler, let me know, okay? I've just been watching you fan yourself. All right, go ahead.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R-25-116, Mayor Hartwig.
Please, let's read them one at a time. I'll convene a public hearing again. Please, so call that one, please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 515 Post Street, AKA 521 and 523 Post Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion second. Now I need to convene a public hearing, so let me do that. Those wishing to speak for or against this, please come to the microphone. It's R-25-116, talking about properties at 515 Post Street. Come to the microphone, please. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing now.
Motion.
I should
adopt.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R-25-117, Mayor Hartwig.
Please read and I'll convene afterwards.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 519 Julian Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Second.
All right, the motion is second, that may convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 25-117, please come to the microphone. Seeing none, I will adjourn the public hearing. Yes.
On the motion,
Huh?
I believe there's a motion to adopt
There
already.
is, there
Okay.
is.
I was just wondering if I was doing it double, and it turns out I was.
Okay, sorry about that. I
No,
didn't
I
hear
just-
it
Go
before the
ahead.
first
Let's call
public
this
hearing.
on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R 25-118, Mayor Hartwick?
Is it 119 or 118?
18.
118?
Yes, 118. Please, read it.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 1124 North H Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Second.
There's a second. Meanwhile, I need to convene another public hearing. Those wishing to speak, convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 25, 118, come to the microphone. For or against? Seeing none, I'll adjourn public hearing. There's a motion and a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R 25-119, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 3700 Russell Drive in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Move for adoption. Second.
Second.
I need to convene another public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 25-119, please come to the microphone. Wishing to speak for or against, please come. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing. There's a motion and a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R 25-120, Mayor Hartwick?
Please again.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Again, there's the need to convene a public hearing. There's a motion and a second. But those wishing to speak for or against R 25-120, that's the grass cutting liens, please come to the microphone. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
On the
Please.
motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
O 25-57,
Please,
Mayor Hartwick?
yes.
An ordinance defining audiovisual AV services to be professional services under Arkansas law, declaring an emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Motion to suspend, second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Mr. Hamilton?
Could you explain the impetus for this
Yes, I can.
legislation? Thanks.
Yes, please.
So under state law, we can declare certain services a professional service where we don't have to go with the lowest bidder by 2/3 of the vote of you all. The reason for this one and the following two are with the new conference center. We'll have to hire people to come in and do audio-visual packages, catering packages for the people who rent out the facility. So we wouldn't really, if we don't go this route and take annual qualifications, we can't put a bid out every time that we need to hire a caterer or AV services, because we know, or we at least hope, that these companies will end up making over the $42,921 that is the bid limit. So that's why we're going this route. And then after, if you all pass this, we'll work on putting the request for qualifications out, where we'll put more details of what would qualify these vendors for those services. So we're trying to get ahead of this process before the conference center gets done, so we'll be ready.
Sounds good.
Okay, where were we?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
I'm sorry, I missed Mr. Harris. I apologize. Yes, sir.
I don't know. I thought the chamber's running this.
No. So go ahead.
Okay.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Scott?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Thank you.
O-2558, Mary Hartwick.
Please.
An ordinance defining catering services to be professional services under Arkansas law, declaring an emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
On the motion to suspend the readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes. Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
O-2559, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
An ordinance defining staffing agency to be professional services under Arkansas law, declaring an emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
On the motion to suspend the readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Second.
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Hang on, I see
We've got
Mr.
a comment or question.
Go ahead.
Is this the same? I mean, is this for the conference center as well?
Correct.
This one is for the conference center as well, but also covers some other departments like sanitation. We use temp agencies, and we've come to realize that we need a special insurance that they provide, like a workers' comp insurance where we're not covering those temp employees. And so we can't just bid and take the lowest bidder. We're making sure that these temp agencies have all the items we need, and then we evaluate price after we get a group of qualified applicants.
So this is the same as we do for architects and engineers?
Yes.
The A&E, will it still be handled through that A&E commission?
Yes. So the state law just already tells everyone architects are under there. But then it goes on to say if city council wants to add anything to
We
that
could put
list.
sanitation workers, or,
Right,
anyone.
but we have to have justification,
Okay.
and I talked about it with legal and the mayor before these came to, and we all agreed this was proper justification, not to just go off lowest price. Because-
About how big are these contracts for staffing? Because I know with sanitation, we have to, in street, we have to use a lot of temp workers. About how, do we do these by annual?
We can do contracts for, is it 5 years with an option to renew for 2? We can, but
We
we
don't
don't,
like
doesn't
longer
mean,
than one.
it doesn't mean we do.
Yeah, we usually do just one-year contracts. If it's for multiple years, we'll have a non-appropriation clause required to be in it because we can't spend money that has not yet been budgeted. So we generally try to avoid multi-year contracts.
So I guess in terms of, my question wasn't how big in terms of length. How much money are we spending on temp agencies per year? Approximately, when we do one of these staffing agency professional services and we get qualifications and we go into the A&E committee and they decide on, we'd like this agency to do it, how much will we be awarding through
Well,
that
I
commission?
know off the top of my head that sanitation has spent a little over 200,000, and that's to multiple agencies. So we don't just use one agency, we use multiple.
Okay.
Right.
Ms. Ross?
And sanitation uses the temp workers for the leaf removal, correct? And
Right.
which everybody in North Rock loves the leaf.
Right.
Yeah, so that's one of the big chunks there.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest, that is the biggest one that uses our leaf pickup.
Yeah, and
Right,
that.
what about the street department workers? How many vacancies do we have in the street department?
I'd have to look at how many vacancies we have. I don't know off the top of my head, but they do use some. I just don't think it's to the extent that sanitation does, but I'd have to look to.
They fill
to
potholes. We
double
love
check.
filling potholes, don't we?
Anything else? Where are we?
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
O-2560, Councilmember Robinson.
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a special use to allow a contractor's office in a C4 zone for certain real property located at 1624 East Broadway Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, declaring an emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend all readings.
Second?
On the motion to suspend the readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Second?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
O-2561, Councilmember Hamilton.
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a special use to allow an inpatient substance abuse treatment center in a C3 zone for certain real property located at 4600 McCain Boulevard in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, declaring an emergency, first reading.
Motion, move to suspend all readings.
Second.
On the motion to suspend the readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
All right, with that,
I just wanted to let people know that we're not trying to short circuit anything. I just wanted to suspend all the readings to let everybody know we're going to be handling this tonight. So I didn't want anyone thinking that we were trying to short circuit anything. It's just that we won't be saying, we're going to make you come back again. So I just wanted everyone to know that's what we just did, was instead of taking a month and a half to do this, we'll take care of it tonight.
I have several people who would like to speak to this. It looks like I've got a page, almost 2 pages. Let me do it this way, okay? I'm starting out, Cal, looks like you're up first. I've got your name here, and it goes all the way through. But what I'd like to do is, after a couple people speak how they want to speak about it, I'll ask the other side how they want to speak, and then I'm going to ask the rest of you if you'd like to stand up in favor of this. That way, we kind of go through the process. I won't keep anybody from talking, but I just want to let you know. So, Cal, I got your name first, if you don't mind. So you're up.
Mayor,
What?
would it be, would it be okay to introduce the bill?
Has it been read?
I
Well,
thought
it's been read.
It's been
Lisa.
read,
been
but
read.
could I speak for it?
The mayor's running the meetings.
Yeah.
Well, right now, it's been read already. It's
Uh-huh.
got your name on it. So if you want to speak first before I call anybody else up, you're welcome. Yes,
Sure,
sir.
I just want to present it real quick. I got an excellent email from Mr., well, I can't see his name right now. He's a doctor, he's a physician. Mr. Sandlin, Dr. Sandlin, thank you for that. I told you that I was working on that response, and I'd go ahead and just read it to you here. I wanted to thank the mayor and the council for this, and Dr. Sandlin for his email. When we consider legislation like this, it's natural for some members of the public to feel uneasy, but as elected leaders, our responsibility is not just to reflect those fears. We have to examine them. Are they based on evidence? Are they rooted in fact? Or are we allowing assumptions and stigma to drive decisions that affect real lives? What we're talking about tonight is a licensed medical facility, not a shelter, not a drop-in center, a place where people receive structured treatment, supervision, and support to get better. If anything, these centers reduce instability in our community. People who are receiving care are far less likely to create problems than those left untreated in the streets. We've already approved similar facilities nearby. They've operated without major incident. The idea that a treatment center automatically brings more disorder isn't just unproven, it is often the opposite of true. Denying treatment doesn't fix a problem. It just pushes it somewhere else, less safely, less constructively. So I support this special use because our job isn't to avoid what's uncomfortable, it's to lead with reason, compassion, and evidence. And the evidence says treatment helps. Some statistics is, just because I understand a lot of this revolves around 501 Volley, 16-minute walk away from 501 Volley is BHG Medical Services, an outpatient opioid treatment facility, which I presented from the mayor a welcoming certificate to them, saying how happy we were to have them in our community. That is an outpatient and inpatient opioid treatment facility that uses methadone treatments. A 12-minute walk from 501 Volley is Professional Counseling Associates, which this council unanimously approved last year as an inpatient long-term care for individuals with serious mental illnesses who've been released from the state hospital. Across the street from 501 Volley right now is Pain Treatment Centers of America, an opioid treatment center. I submit that the problem is not the treatment, but the untreated homeless on the streets, which I admit I have not been a part of solving. I don't see treatment centers as an issue, but a solution. And if we believe that the location near schools is a problem, then I'm wondering why just within the past couple years, a 10-minute walk away from Central Arkansas Christian, we had council members, the chamber, everybody celebrating Bridgeway Hospital, which treats alcohol, drug, mental health, less than a 10-minute walk from Central Arkansas Christian, and we celebrated them, council members and the administration, less than a couple years ago. And they've been there for quite some time. I just wanted to put some facts on the table. Nobody cares more about the safety of children. I take that back. Plenty of people do. Everybody does. I think that everybody agrees what they want to do is good. Everybody wants to protect children. And I just think that we need to decide what is the problem and if this will solve it or contribute to it or do nothing about the current problem that is going on. And with that, thank you. I present my bill.
I know, and this is out of line, but, because normally it's time for them to speak, but I do want to clear up one thing. Last year, we did approve for Orissa, which is on Stockton Road behind Walmart, if you're familiar with that, up to 16 beds. It's a big difference than 72 beds, and that's for adolescents, teens, and adults. It's a mental health facility, and we did approve that up to 16 beds, not the 72 that this one will have.
Mr. Hamilton.
So did that contribute to the homeless problem, or did that possibly help? Did treatment contribute to or get worse? I hear 501 Volley has homeless people sleeping on their front steps. Where did those people come from? Are they being treated or untreated? Perhaps 16 beds wasn't enough.
So if you're through, let me go ahead. I've got a list here. Joe Keeling, are you here? Joe? Okay, Joe, you're going to be next, and then I'm going to go down the line, and then I'm going to try to make this thing where we don't go crazy. Can you hear me? Brad, can you hear me? Joe, can you hear me?
Hello.
All right, go ahead and identify yourself, please, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I got to hear your name.
4600 McCain.
Yes, sir.
Special use request.
Yep.
Okay.
Joe, you got Tell them your name.
I gotta have your name, Joe.
Joe Keeling.
Thank you, sir. Now go.
Requested permit for inpatient care. Application says drug and alcohol treatment. 34 inpatient beds now grow to 72 beds in 18 months. 75 outpatient seats. Total potential of 147 people on a daily basis. No inpatients, this is from the application, no inpatients allowed to drive in or bring a vehicle. Also says they are required to stay 24 hours per day. But how do they make them? Are they locked up? Are they handcuffed? Inpatient will deal with medical detox from illicit drugs and alcohol and drug treatment. All of this is from the applicant's letter. Only 25% of the outpatient clients drive. It was established in 2019 in North Little Rock. It appears at the time it was outpatient only. 11 months ago, they moved to Warden Road. Maybe it was so they could add 24-hour inpatient option. The letter says he can control his population with the fence and control the public. I don't know if this is a jail and they are under lock and key, but I bet they can somewhat come and go as they please. It sounds like these patients are being treated because they are currently impaired or have been impaired, and they now have lost privileges like the right to drive. Certainly, they could call or access transportation like the city bus, but they would likely be entitled to walk to or from this facility at their own free will.
Hey, Joe, I give you 3 minutes, so
I've got 3 minutes.
All right, you're
from
about
what
a
I
minute and a half
understand.
away, okay? Please,
I'll go as fast as I can.
please, thank you, sir.
Majority of the business on East McCain are based on automobile traffic. The example is the latest recipient on East McCain of 7 Brew Coffee. East McCain has a high volume of foot traffic already. They do not follow any of the current laws, jaywalking, walking the roadway, sleeping and occupying the sidewalks. They appear to be visibly impaired in some fashion. My concern is having an additional 147 people on a daily basis that are there because of some sort of impairment, diagnosis, conviction, and they have the potential to join the existing population of foot traffic on East McCain, shop at the nearby liquor store, or see what kind of products the existing foot traffic is selling. The applicant describes East McCain as a minor arterial on a master street plan. The problem with this special use permit is the location. 4600 McCain is not the place for this facility. Too much automobile traffic and dangerous for everyone involved. The RDOT website in 2024 says daily traffic count at McCain and Warden Road is 32,000 cars per day. 4600 McCain is just blocks away, and no doubt the traffic count has grown. East McCain has to be one of the top 3 to 5 daily traffic count streets in North Little Rock.
3 minutes.
4600 McCain is not the right location for this facility.
Thank you, Joe, appreciate it. All right, let me do this. All right, hang on. Let me do this. Can I have everybody stand who agrees with Joe what he just said? All right, of those people there who agrees with what Joe says, can you add anything to what he said, and would you like to speak? You would like to speak, ma'am? Come on up. I see. I'm going to try to I'm trying to go through this. So give me your name, please.
Yeah.
I saw her first, and you come. So go ahead.
Robin Everson. I am the owner and director of 501 Volley that has been mentioned previously. That's at 4107 Richards Road. I'm actually a doctor of physical therapy turned youth program sports director. I have personally worked in Arkansas State Hospital as well as Methodist Behavioral Hospital. I am familiar with inpatient care facilities of this type for the mental health needs, not the drug and alcohol, I will say that. I'm here to give you a brief summary of what our programming is. I think the public does not really know the scope of what we do. We serve athletes as young as elementary. We have a 2nd through 6th grade program going on right now through our college athletes. Majority of my employees and my coaches are females, majority young females, okay? We run indoor programming that is almost all day long, 7 days a week, okay? When we host events from December through March, actually through June, I host on average 1 to 2 times a month tournaments, okay? We are there from 6 a.m. till often 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. We bring in people from out of state, from all over Central Arkansas for these events. We bring in every Division I university. Their volleyball team comes and plays in our gym in April. We bring in teams from Tulsa, Oklahoma, all over, okay? So I'm telling you, our scope is not just North Little Rock. We reach a wide audience here, okay? And that's year-round. We have programming year-round. If you stop by, we have people parking up and down Richards Road because there are so many people in our facility. We're here because we want to maintain the safety of that area. We are not ignorant to think that people don't need help and treatment, but the location of that doesn't need to be something that harms the area or city, okay? I have stood in a courtroom, and this is a personal, it does not have anything to do with North Little Rock, but watched 2 of my athletes stand face-to-face with a drunk driver that ruined their futures.
Okay.
And they still today struggle with it. I've stood face-to-face with that. I understand the scope of damage that can be done when people that are impaired, that have been seeking treatment, that have driver's license taken away, that continue to drive when not allowed. And I don't want to increase that in this area. We have teen drivers drive themselves. We have young coaches, young female players of all ages that should feel very safe in the area.
Thank you very much.
Mayor, can I ask that question?
You sure can.
Let me ask you this, in all of this, have you found any evidence or has anything been presented to you that shows evidence that the young people that work with 501 Volley might be in danger?
I don't want to make this about the homeless population because this is
Not
serving a
even
different
homeless, but I'm
population,
just
but I
saying-
will say, yeah, I mean, we've had cars broken into, carburetors stolen during events across the street, which is normal. That happens anywhere. We have beach volleyball. We've got courts outside, and we do have people that wander the area that maybe shouldn't be there that, you know, there's times we have called and said, hey, there's people here, or we'll drive around and lurk until they leave, things like that, my husband and I.
Let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
When you initially thought that it might be a concern to the customers of 501 Volley, did anyone present or did you do any type of research to look at statistics or facts connected to if there was a direct correlation to these type of treatment facilities creating negative issues like that? With increased violence?
No, in the limited
Okay.
time that I've been
So that's
aware of
what I
this.
just wanted to, okay.
Yeah.
And if there was something that proved that there wasn't necessarily danger that would be presented by having one of these facilities next to it, would that change your opinion, or is it just more of an uncomfortable feeling about this particular facility being next to yours?
I think similar to some concerns that Mr. Keeling brought up is what are the safety measures in place? I mean, I've worked in these institutions where people do escape that shouldn't when there are measures in place already. I would want to know if there was somebody unsafe in the area, are they going to alert surrounding businesses? Are they going to alert me so that I can make sure that I can make sure parents are aware and things like that? Like, I would really want to know what safety measures are in place before I would be in support of something like this. And that's not to be prejudicing, is I want people to get their help. I mean, I've been in those facilities, but
This entity was willing to work with you all to create some type of communication that would make you all aware if
depend
there
on
was
what
an
it
issue.
is. Yeah, and I would say with Ariza being brought up, that is a very small facility compared to what's being brought to the table here. And you're talking about significantly more foot traffic. Ariza, in my understanding, is a not long-term, but a longer-term care scenario than this facility is speaking of being. And I'm not as concerned about Ariza's operations as it's 12 beds and it's a longer-term care center. The foot traffic of having out to 75 patients daily coming in and out, even if somebody has had their license taken away and told not to drive, there's nothing to stop them. And that's what I'm talking about. I have stood in a courtroom and watched players that I've known for years have to face that situation, and that concerns me greatly.
Thank you.
That's a significant number of people coming every day.
Yes, sir.
From like December to July specifically, about how many athletes and coaches do you have there on a given day?
Yeah, so Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, I've got up to 160 different athletes. I have 60 coaches on my staff. A good 20 to 40 of them will be there every day. This is a place where people are very comfortable dropping their children off for hours on end. A place that people are very comfortable bringing their other children and watching and hanging out and being part of our facility. It's a very family, close-knit environment. We don't want any of that to change. Now, and I do want my female coaches to be able to show up to do a lesson and be there with the player and the parent that they're with and feel comfortable if it's just a few of them and not feel the need to have a man present for safety or anything like that. Those things should not have to change for us.
You've got another question coming at you,
I
Ms.
do.
Ross.
One more question. Can you explain about the tournaments that you have? Because when you have tournaments, they're parked all the way down to
Eric?
McCain. That's one of the main things.
Anything you want to add? Come on up, Eric. I didn't want to look over you, but.
Yeah, so we have limited parking. For our daily operations, our parking's great. Most of the businesses surrounding us are closed when we're the busiest, so it's not been an issue. Our neighbors have been great. But we do often have to utilize Richards Road. Just 2 weeks ago, we had a high school team camp, so we had teams from all over the state, JV, junior high, varsity teams, and parents came to watch, and we had cars parked all over the place because there's just not enough room. We're talking, when we do a tournament, up to 16 teams, 16 to 20 teams in the gym at a time. That's 10 players per team, a couple of coaches, and then whatever parents or spectators are with them. So a significant number of people.
Eric, real fast, you want to add anything?
Eric Everson, I think she's basically saying the only couple things I'd like to say in response to Mr. Hamilton, on the phone, and then again, you said that this did not necessarily contribute to the problem. However, I think a quote you made was the problem is getting worse, and you did admit that you've done nothing to solve that. But in the past year, I think you were the one that said it's gotten worse. And I don't know correlation and causation like you said. However, we got to look at what businesses have came to, and if we're going to look at if the problem is getting worse, I think we should look at could they have came from that facility? I don't know. That's something I think is your job to do. I think furthermore, I really, really think the important thing we look at is 501 Volley is very much like a school. Okay, 501 Volley has more students, their weekly individual students than CAC that you mentioned, that Immaculate Conception where my kids go, and even a lot of the public schools. And I think all of us would have a little bit of pause on location, not on if this is the right business.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if you'd put it right next to a school or your kid's school.
Anybody from Eric or? No.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to, first of all, thank you for the conversation. We had about a great 30-minute conversation on Friday, I believe it was. And I haven't had a chance to talk with you. 2 years ago, when I went to see a family friend play volleyball there from up in Northwest Arkansas, I was astounded by 501. And I've been there on about 6 different occasions since then. And we need more of your facilities. We need city support. I would like to say that taking this issue aside, the children, your students, they are students, should feel safe. I mean, you put all of this aside, your students should feel safe. So whether this is approved or not approved, the safety of your students shouldn't be the issue. That should be solved beforehand or after or whatever. I think we might disagree whether or not the treatment centers help or hurt, but if you've got homeless people sleeping there now, if you've got pain treatment centers across the street from you, if things are not going well, if you've got break-ins now, if it's getting worse, well, we know the reason it's getting worse isn't an additional treatment center.
But we don't know if it is not.
Well, this isn't there yet.
Well,
The one you mentioned is there. The one you mentioned just a year ago.
Ritter stolen, one car break-in, one summer, we've been there for 5 years, that a deaf homeless gentleman that the police are very familiar with when we called them had slept on our porch in the middle of summer. It was hot because it was shaded. And as soon as they were like, hey, you got to move along, he's never come back. These are very isolated incidences where we can't say like, oh, there's been this crazy amount of bad things that happen. What I'm saying is those are things to be expected anywhere at all times. Your car can get broken into anywhere, but we have had very few of these things happen in 5 years. While we do see a significant population walking up and down McCain,
I think that's what I was
pushing carts,
referencing.
inappropriately dressed, inappropriately behaving as we drive down our street and our own children say, what's that person doing, right? I try not to go to Walmart, right? I avoid that Walmart, honestly, even though it's right there at my business.
I
for
got
those
it.
reasons.
Guys, I got it. Is
The
there
only
more?
other thing,
Eric, hurry,
Mayor
please.
Hartwick, if I
Yes,
can quickly, the applicant called me separately to have a conversation. And I thought it was interesting because although we don't agree, I think we agree on this is a good business, maybe just not the location is where we disagree. He said that currently he's only treating private pay, and Mr. Hamilton made that out to be that this is the doctors and lawyers, I think was your quote, of the world of that these are kind of those type of people that would be being treated there. However, the one thing that I wanted to address was he said, right now God has not told him to treat Medicaid people, but that's not out of the question if God tells him to treat those people. My concern is that there's an opportunity to take in the Medicaid people. Is that
Those people, the Medicaid people?
the people who are, yeah, Medicaid?
Okay.
Wait, sorry, I think you're implying that I'm saying something.
No, Medicaid is all I'm implying.
Right, but I think you were saying that it's a certain type of people that are on private pay, is that correct?
Going off of what they
Yes.
put in their thing, yes, that is what they're
Yeah,
requesting.
so that is what, I just want to make sure that was known, that was told to me in a private phone call. Yes,
Eric, I
ma'am.
gotta
I'm
go.
sorry.
I gotta go. Keep
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
I
She
know
had her
he's
hand up.
asking you the questions, but I gotta go.
Yeah,
Yes,
Ms.
Ms. Cole.
I just wanted to ask you, in looking at all of this, where did the initial thought, like, where did it come from that there might be a concern or an issue? Did somebody tell you that? Was it just something that's my question to you all. Was there something that you found, something that you saw, some
There's
report
something
that
that we
you
saw.
read that suggested
I
that?
think somebody put a sign in the yard that is a city, special zoning. I think
No,
there
I'm
was stuff
saying-
on, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm saying that would suggest that these type of facilities might add to violence, negative people being
Yeah.
around the, is there anything that came about? Like, how did that thought come about?
I think our past experience with our two players that were injured by somebody who has been in rehab multiple times caused concern regionally that we've seen
Drunk driving
firsthand.
incident?
Yeah, it was drunk and alcohol, and they had been to rehab multiple times. And then in discussion with other business owners that I said, could this, or is this the right thinking? Are we fearful? Or is this something that you would want your kids around? And then I asked my members of our people, just some people that are, if they would want their kids, if knowing that business is there, would that affect what they felt like with their kids?
I would say that if we went back 5 years and this facility was there, and I was doing my research on should we buy this property and do our building here, we had looked all over Central Arkansas. I would question if I should put my
Bring a
building
bunch
there.
of kids.
Let me
Bring
do
a bunch
this.
of children in.
Thank you. Let me do this. Is there any more questions from the council?
Not for them.
hang on.
Not for
Huh?
them. Not for them.
All right, so hang on. Eric, thank y'all. Go ahead. I'm going to go through this real fast. I'm not trying to shortchange you, but we could do this. So, Rocky, are you here? Thank you. All right, go ahead. Rocky, are you saying the same thing they're saying?
To a certain degree, but I have.
Well, come on then. I've got, you see what I got to do, okay? So, pardon my, but
No,
let's
I
go forward.
understand.
It's a
Thank you,
meeting.
Mayor, and thank you,
Yes,
council
sir.
members. One thing I do want to add, and I'm not sure if this facility is similar to, we have I'm part owner of the Spark Hotel across the road. But similarly, we had a property in Little Rock, which was across from the Gist House. Now, I don't know how this differentiates from that, but it's similar. It's a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. And we own the Comfort Inn across the road from there, and we constantly had issues with members or patients from that clinic or that facility. They would go in and out, and we would have guests checking in, and they're constantly, just when they have time to get out, they would walk around. So that, in turn, was detrimental to our business. But then in turn, when they, for whatever reason, are not allowed to stay there anymore and they get disgruntled, they take it out on our guests' cars. They would come and vandalize our property. And so when you ask about if there's a direct, if there's any direct correlation, this was an example where
What was that in Little Rock?
it's the Gist House. I don't know if it stands for get your shit together is what it stands for, but that it's a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center.
Mr. Cole, Ms. Hart.
Do you recognize the difference in types of drug rehabilitation centers? Have you ever been made aware that there are different kinds, like
I'm sure there are. That's why I
Okay.
stated
And so-
firsthand that I'm not sure
May
the
or
court,
may not
if they're,
be.
yeah, it may,
Everybody's talking. I'm gonna call out of order Listen, or whatever.
having
ask
a
the question,
conversation.
answer. I've got to control this somehow. So have you answered the question for you, Ms. Hart? Did he
So let me get some clarity on how I'm supposed to talk, so that I don't keep offending my colleagues. Do I need to raise my hand every time I got to say something?
Yes,
If I'm
please.
having a conversation, do I need to verbally say to
Yes,
this person?
please, you do.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Hart.
You have to have the floor.
So you don't know that that facility that is in Little Rock, if it's the same type of facility that this facility is?
if it's drug and alcohol rehabilitation, then it's a similar facility.
No, you've already got the floor.
That's what I thought I had before, but I apparently can't talk. So, hey, please, not right now. So with that particular, I'm saying that some of them, so some are ran as nonprofits. They cater to a certain population, while there are others that have a different population
Sure.
that they serve. They may serve functioning people, the type of issues that would exist. So what I'm asking you is, you don't know if that facility and this facility that is being proposed are the same.
I don't know
And how
that.
they treat, okay,
No, I don't.
thank you.
All right, Brad Hughes, do you want to say anything different?
Rocky,
It's Govind, if I'm not mistaken. Brad? Thank you. Doug Stanley? All right, Chris? Thank you. Stacy? Jones? Come up here real fast, Stacy, and identify yourself, please.
Did you say Stacy?
yes.
I said Stacy Jones.
That's me.
All right, pull the mic down, identify yourself and everything, please.
Her name is also Stacy Jones, but she's got public comment at the end.
Stacy, then you're,
Okay.
but she's on two of them here. I've got you as public comment, and I've got you in 61.
Okay,
So talk about 61 right now.
okay. Pretty much, I agree with everything that everyone else is saying. The only thing that I wanted to add was the thing that really bothers me and what I'm concerned about is the security. And I want to speak on behalf of, I have a personal relationship with this, as my brother frequents these facilities very, very often. So I know the behaviors of these people. I know what they do to get at these facilities. They'll say whatever they want to get these people to drop them off there, just to get past that situation, and maybe they can come back to the house with the intention of they're going to leave there very soon. There's nothing to keep them there unless they are legally put there by the courts. They can leave whatever they want. So that's really what I wanted to address. That my main concern is the security. What is it going to be? Because you can't keep these people at these facilities, and they're going to roam, and and if they're drunk or on drugs or whatever. So, and with my daughter being at the facility, so I just want to add that I actually have a personal
Thank you.
relationship to this, and I know how they act. So, thank
Mr.
you.
Hamilton, hang on.
Just for the record, I was a prosecutor, worked on drug cases where we sent them to them, and I've had 3 years experience as a prosecutor in drug court where we checked on reports for these people, like your brother, I believe, is
Yes.
what you mentioned, all the time. So I am familiar
Yeah.
with the lawbreakers and the ones who follow and the ones who do
Yes.
not.
And I know how important these
I
facilities
appreciate-
are.
I
Yeah.
appreciate your perspective. I mean,
Yes.
having the family connection is strong.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah, and I want these facilities. I mean, I had a whole speech prepared, but I'm not going to waste your time because I'm saying a lot of the things that these people are saying. I just wanted to add in that I do have that personal touch. I understand, and it's very hard with it being a family member, and I do know the importance of these facilities. And I also feel like if I was wanting my brother to go to a facility, I would pick one that, being on McCain, is a horrible place because he would leave there and go to the liquor store. He'll go to Walmart and steal, nothing stops them, really, and it's very sad. I even reached out to my dad about this, getting his opinion, because my dad and my mom have very personal feelings about this. And the first thing my dad said was, that is a horrible location for that facility.
Thank you.
And my brother was at a facility last week in Little Rock, so, so that is his opinion, that this
I gotta
facility is
have
long.
you. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Adam Sandler. All right, Adam? Adam, do you want to add anything to this? Can you hear me? Adam Sandler, do you want to add anything to this? Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, are you? We'll tell you in a minute.
Excellent. I was wondering.
All right, go ahead, Adam. Identify yourself, please, sir.
Yeah, I'm Adam Sandlin, and I wanted to just thank you, Mayor Hartwick, for the opportunity to speak, and to the council for the opportunity to speak as well. I certainly agree with a lot of things that have already been said, and what I wanted to approach about, which is obviously, I appreciate Mr. Hamilton, he brought up my name, brought up my email. I wanted to feel like I had an opportunity to speak in regard to that, make sure nothing was misconstrued. My email came from a position as a North Little Rock resident, and it came from a position as a father of a daughter who attends 501 Volley, but also as a physician. And I don't know if there's other physicians in the room. There might be other medical practitioners that might be here, but the perspective that I can offer that's different, as Mayor Hartwick outlined, is just that I spend time taking care of patients. I take care of high-risk pregnancy patients that have substance use disorders. And so I'm actively involved with treating patients with that type of disorder. Certainly support having treatment centers in our community to give these patients access for care. There's no doubt about that. I doubt there's many people in this room that would disagree with that. And Mr. Hamilton's point about correlation and causation is also important. Just because you've got a treatment center there doesn't necessarily mean you're going to increase maybe the amount of impaired individuals that are outside and so on. We don't know that to be true. Maybe it will be true. But I think the opposite is also important to know is not necessarily true. If it was true, then if you went down Markham Street next to the Arkansas State Hospital, you wouldn't see impaired individuals and other folks perhaps outside if having a facility simply solved that problem. And so I do appreciate you bringing that up, because certainly we don't want to see that condition to get worse. And it's tough to know whether it would or it wouldn't. And I think that's been brought up here as well. But as a father who has to drop his daughter off at 7 o'clock at night to an outside beach volleyball court and have one female staff member perhaps supervising that, because I can't get there from work in time, it gives you cause for concern. And I think as a council and as a community, we're obligated to maintain our safety for our kids and as our community, as you pointed out. So that's the perspective I wanted to offer, was just that as a father, but also as a medical practitioner who takes care of these patients. Certainly support the treatment, but also think it warrants careful consideration. And we've got to do diligence as a community to make sure we put a location that's appropriate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anybody? Thank you. Cal, you're next. Okay.
Thank you, members. Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of questions that I have. Is this court-ordered or is this voluntary?
This is
I believe it's both. But we haven't yet heard from the owners.
I'm just going down the list.
We'll get that answer for you.
So if it was court-ordered, then they have to stay at this facility. And if it's not court-ordered, they could legally check in and legally check out at their will.
I mean, even
By
if it's
law,
court-ordered,
by law.
even if it's court-ordered, if there's no locks, then they
Right.
can probably leave it in violation of the court order.
Yeah, and to kind of bring up your concern, hey, this problem has only gotten worse, and we don't know if the other facilities added a problem or it wasn't a problem. We certainly agree that these people 100% need help, but there are approximately 1,000 hotel rooms within a 6-block radius of this facility. And so if this is what North Little Rock's vision is, the 1,000 people that fill these guest rooms that go up and down McCain to visit restaurants and so on and so forth, if that's the city's vision that, hey, this is what, we want foot traffic, because at Warden Road, somebody approved a blood plasma center on Warden Road. I don't know if that's North Little Rock or if it's Sherwood, but I've personally almost hit many, many people walking down Warden Road, as I'm sure you guys have as well, because it was a problem. I don't know if that problem still exists, but I don't live in North Little Rock anymore. And then the other concern that I have is, we are opening a $15 million Marriott on East McCain on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. And so had I known that this type of facility would be a potential of existing with already the current problems that exist in North Little Rock, I would have 110% strongly looked at other options that I have to put that facility elsewhere. So to me, it sounds like we're trying to put a square peg in a round hole because it's a special conditional use. There's a reason why they have to go through this process. And maybe McCain being one of our main streets in North Little Rock that drives a lot of people, a lot of tourists up and down McCain, that this probably isn't the best fit. I 110% agree with you that there's places like this, 2 blocks away from McCain, 3 blocks away from McCain, but it's not front and center on McCain. And so again, I'll echo what all the other residents have said. But furthermore, I don't think the other facilities are on McCain to, is this what the city's best foot forward is for the 1,000 people that fill the guest rooms in North Little Rock?
Thank you. Mr. Hampton?
Well, so 2 questions. First, a statement, thanks for what you're doing. I would consider you an expert in the hospitality industry, given everything you've done. The Motel 6 that's there on the corner of McCain and 67 or Highway 57, I guess they call it now, 67, 167. Do you know the nightly rates there?
I don't.
Okay, $46 a night. The people, I'm just trying to say that it is possible that some of those 1,000-room hotels might be
I didn't even consider,
contributing to some of the issue of the foot traffic.
Yeah, and the bigger problem is that we can all agree that there's already a problem. Is this going to hinder the problem, or is it going to make things better?
What, does the problem include or consist of many untreated individuals?
But again, that could be the problem. We don't know. Like you're asking the public for stats or statistics. I throw that back out at you. With all the other facilities that have came on board, was that one of the problems that caused these problems to exist in North Little Rock?
Okay, so thank you. That's all I have. I wanted to say that I also got a telephone call from Courtney Probst, I believe. I just didn't have time today to get back to her. I wanted to let you know she advocated strongly, and I certainly consider her point of view as well. And just wanted to thank y'all.
Sure.
And certainly, thank you for engaging and caring.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add one other thing. Certain types of facilities like this, and Rocky had mentioned he had a facility like this. Negative things happen, right? Negative things happen, and people solicit other ways to making money, to put it nicely, right? And so what happens in our industry is if somebody chooses to go down that path, right, to solicit their body for money, it negatively impacts us so much because of the fact that it's considered human trafficking. Now, we are not the police. We're a business that is trying to do honest business. And so if facilities like this continue to happen and there's even a chance of a possibility of human trafficking, then we have serious litigation and serious lawsuits on our hand.
You've still got the floor. I got to go Ms. Hart next, though.
Okay. So you're saying in facilities such as the medically licensed treatment center, there are bad things that I agree with. I can agree with that statement.
Right.
Do you think that in some hotels, there are often some bad things that happen in hotels that get shut down because people might be selling their body, like in hotels with $46 a night rental type places?
So bad things happen all the time, right?
All the time, and all types of industries.
But I think what we're doing here is, again, trying to put a square peg in a round hole, because that's the reason to have a special conditional use permit. I'm not 110% familiar with all the rules and regulations of the city, but we're trying to put the best foot forward for the city of North Little Rock and how the city grows. We have a big investment opportunity, my brother and I, in North Little Rock. And so we want to make sure that you guys are, certainly some of you may be business owners, but some of you may not. So that way you have the ability to understand what business owners go through from a day in, day out to operate in this environment.
Ms. Hart.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Anybody else?
I got one other thing.
Mr. Harris.
Mayor.
Cal, I certainly appreciate your comments and thank you for all that, and we'll be reviewing that for sure. One thing I did hear, though, too, is that since you're as a builder, I need to build you another house in North Little Rock so you can move back in North Little Rock. So anyway, thank you.
Scott,
Mayor.
Scott, was that you I heard?
Yes,
Scott?
sir.
All right, you came, and then I'll go back to Ms. Hart, okay? Go ahead, Scott.
I wanted to follow up on a point made by the owners of 501 Volley, and as it relates to a current pain treatment center located in direct proximity to them. The Pain Treatment Center of America at 4020 Richards Road, number A, their clinic hours operate daily from Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So with the exception of summertime and any type of school breaks, the current hours for that section do not overlap with the hours of 501 Volley. So using that as a substantiation for an additional facility, those are not like businesses, sir. Thank you.
Ms. Hart.
I was just going to say that from getting the calls from the community, I did try and go look for statistics, look for evidence that would support that having a facility that's ran in the way that this is, that it creates an increase in crime, that it creates a safety issue and concern, and I just couldn't find anything. Because I have worked in veteran advocacy over the last 15 years, and I know that a lot of times with these particular things, there's a stigma associated with it. There's misinformation that's passed around, and people make assumptions about what they think will happen without evidence to support, and nothing saying that it will. Sure. And so that's why, for me, because I understand the other side of the coin, I work with young people, so I've seen young people who struggle with not having a place to go in Arkansas because we have such a high rate of folks who struggle with drug addiction, but not enough facilities to support them. And so it's disheartening to me. And I wanted to also make a comment that I have a daughter who goes to CAC, and I want to teach my child to not judge a book by the cover, but to know who they are, to be compassionate, to have a heart of service. And I think that sometimes when we make these type of assumptions, we're even teaching the young ladies that we want to protect a different message about how they see the world and how they see people who are trying to live and be in the same way that we all are. So I'm on the other side of the coin. I appreciate you guys' point, but I've just seen the other side. And so that's why I was asking for if somebody had information that suggested that there was factual evidence that supported that it creates a problem.
Well, I think Rocky had the best point because his hotel was directly across the street from that drug rehabilitation center, at Comfort Inn. And so, and Comfort Inn's a pretty nice hotel. And so if he had problems that existed, what's the likelihood that they're going to have happen here? Probably.
There again, misinformation because it was a different type of facility.
But
Didn't
you mention it was a drug?
I've got to.
Yeah, it's a drug and alcohol like this one is.
There are different ways that facilities are ran.
Okay.
The type of, and I'm just saying that that's misinformation.
Guys, hey, not from the audience, please, okay? I got to control this. Cal, anything else?
No.
Thank you. Ms. Hart, anything else?
No.
All right, let's go. Grant Lee? Grant, 3 minutes, okay, man?
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, well, do you want me to, I've given y'all some information here about some statistics that I've given y'all. What we do is a medical detox. We are a medically licensed facility. There's security. I'm gonna try to talk to some of these points as well in this 3 minutes. There's 24-hour security, 60 plus cameras. Like I said, we're requesting this permit in basically the medical district of North Little Rock. I don't know where else we would go other than this. We've been looking for a year for a facility, and we have not been able to find one that passes all the requirements that we have to have till we found this building. As far as the foot traffic, there's absolutely going to be no foot traffic. We have no foot traffic now, and we don't take those type of people. Our policies and procedures say they have to have a ride here. 25% of them bring their own cars at the time. Right now, the others are dropped off and picked up. People do not walk to and from our facility. As far as holding patients against their will, we do not hold patients against their will. We have both patients that come on their own will and are court ordered. our facility is locked. The only way a patient can leave the facility is to hit the fire alarm. And in that case, if they falsely hit the fire alarm, we're going to call the police on them. Let me see here. We got policies and procedures in place. I have children too. I have a 14-year-old boy, a 12-year-old girl, and a 10-year-old girl. So my children come to the facility with me all summer. They've been in and out of the facility with me. We do not accept sexual predators, period. We do not accept anybody under indictment for violent crimes, period. You know, we want to protect we want to protect the community. We want to be part of the community. This is not going to add to the problem of the community. This is what the community needs. This is the way that we fix this problem, you know, of drug abuse, which from what I hear, a lot of the issues stem from people using drugs. We offer, do you want me to speak about my programs we offer?
Go ahead, please.
All right, we have a 7-day, well, we're trying to, when we start on 4600, it'll be a 7-day medical detox ran by medical doctors. Our medical director is here right now, Dr. Kleinbeck, ran by medical doctors and licensed nurses. Then it's a 20 to 30-day residential program where they do stay. And then after that, it's partial hospitalization. It'll be a 20 to 30-day partial hospitalization period where they're there 6 hours a day. And then after that, it's a 60-day IOP, intensive outpatient program, to where they come in 3 hours a day. Our entire program lasts somewhere between 4 and 6 months, depending on the patient. And I think Eric made a comment earlier that I said that God has not led me to accept Medicaid and Medicare at this time. The reason I said that is because if God tells me to do something, then I'm going to follow his orders, you know. That is not my business plan right now, and I have no plans of doing that. Medicaid and Medicare is a headache that I cannot overcome at this time. I just don't have the manpower to do that. And so I provided y'all with some statistics here about you know, the need for facilities like ours, about the cost on the government, on local government, whenever there's no treatment facilities. I think if you look through here, one place says 6% of people receive treatment of substance abuse, you know, people with substance abuse disorder. Only 6% receive treatment. Well, that's the problem. These people are not able to receive treatment. There's no other facility that I know of there's in the North Little Rock area here. So in our opinion, this is going to help the problem. This is going to help the issue of, okay, yes, sir.
Any questions for Mr. Yes, sir, Mr. Stacy?
Where are you located at now?
4781 Warden Road in Sherwood.
Okay, about how far is that from the location that you're wanting to move to?
Couple of miles.
Okay.
I believe.
Down near like on the border type thing, or Coles? Not Coles.
We're on the North Little Rock side of Coles, yes, sir. So
But in
close enough.
Sherwood, okay, but
Yes, sir.
headed toward, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're not under oath, so you don't have, you know, there's no perjury or anything, but I'll let you know I did research. I called the Sherwood Police Department to see what type of incidents had occurred at your current location, as I did for the treatment centers currently around 501 Volley, within walking distance. Have you had any serious issues?
No, sir.
I found none,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how long have you been at that one? I searched back.
We've been there for since August of last year. We started in 2019 on JFK in North Little Rock, and then we moved to McCain Park behind the mall. We've had no issues like that. We've had to call the fire department one time in my entire.
What are are you a homeless shelter?
No, sir, absolutely not.
Do you provide like walk-in free meals?
Absolutely not. It's by appointment only.
Okay, by appointment only, so
Yes,
no
No
come here,
walk-in.
get some social services
No,
type
sir.
thing?
No, say that again.
I withdraw. I don't think I have any other.
Anybody else then?
Do you think any of your patients, what do you think the odds are realistically that your patients will increase foot traffic around?
I don't think it's going to increase the problem at all. We are required reporters. If someone's is going to leave our facility and they're in a danger to themselves or the community, we have to report it right away. But as I've said, I cannot remember any instance when someone has walked to or walked away from our facility.
I gotta go Ms. Ross and Ms. Hart, okay? Ms. Ross?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Then you can leave. No, ma'am. Well, you got to you have to notify us, because like I said, if someone walks, well, we'll give them a ride. Yeah, we'll give them a ride, which we do regularly. You know, like I said, I've never had anyone walk to or away from my facility. We've looked at over 40 locations across Central Arkansas since August of last year. Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hart?
Yes, ma'am. 75%.
Sorry, thank you. So 75%
Mayor?
success rate for
Hang on, Scott.
those. And then my last question was, do you know of any challenges that have existed with you? Is there a discreteness to your facility in publications, like say, for instance, for the gentleman who talked about owning hotels? To my knowledge, these places typically like to be discreet, so there isn't like this public awareness that it's that type of facility. Because you're on a main street, what type of signage would you have?
We'll have a sign out front that says Incura Incorporated. One of the things we like about the building is the niceness of it. We want to, this is a nice facility, and we want to keep it like that. We do want to be discreet. There's not going to be billboards up. This is, our patients want to be private. They will be kept from the public. The public, they will not be mixing. They can't go across the street to Walmart. They can't go across the street to Arby's. They can't do that.
Scott?
Yes, sir. I'd like to ask Mr. Lee how many overnight patients he serves now at his current location versus how many he plans to service at this proposed new location.
None at this time right now.
So, and the follow-up question was, none right now at your location, but he asked, how many do you expect to do at this location?
34.
34.
Is what we're going to
Did you
start
hear that,
with.
Scott?
Up to 75, is that correct?
Within 18 months, that we would like to expand it to 72. There has to be some intensive build out.
All right.
For that.
So you're currently at 0, and with your build out, you would like to be at 72 in 18 months.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's what I need to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody else raise their hand I didn't see? Oh, Mr. Baxter, I'm sorry, sir.
So as it relates to keeping the public away from your folks, I noticed the fence around the I don't know, the lot line, if you will.
Yes, sir.
So how do you keep someone from walking up and engaging with someone who may be outside your building that's still within your care?
By security, by our security. You mean someone like talking to someone through the fences?
Sure.
Yes, sir, by our security. If it's necessary, we can put up a covering around there. If the city wants that. I mentioned at the city building planning meeting that we want to keep the facility looking nice. We want it to look like a state-of-the-art facility, which is what we are, what we offer. And so we want to keep it as beautiful as we can, but we will block that off if the city requires us to.
Anybody else?
Well, I
Go
still have
ahead,
the floor,
go ahead.
Mayor.
Yes, sir. You still-
So I'm just going to say this as it relates to this issue, right? There was another issue that didn't even come before this council, right? That was discussed heavily on Facebook and social media, right? The residents around that proposed development, if you will, right, were so opposed to that the applicant never brought it here, right? And this was from the residents adjacent to that facility, okay, that property. In this particular instance, for this applicant, there is no residence, right? No residential area at all. The only people that can speak against this are the business owners in the area, right? And again, because it's special use, it requires, additional clearance, if you will, from this council. So I think maybe, again, I'll use this phrase again, Mayor. You don't necessarily like me using it, but I still think we're comparing apples to apples. It may be Fuji to Gala, but it's still apples, right? So I would just ask you to think about that when it comes to this. And again, nobody sitting in this building, in this room right here tonight knows if this goes through 6 months from today, is the situation along East McCain going to be better or is it going to be worse? All we're all doing here is rolling dice. I don't know how lucky you are.
Well,
All right, anybody else?
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Ms. Ross?
I just want to say one thing, and I appreciate everybody that has come out to speak tonight and I know that it's because you care about your property, you care about your business. Being a previous business owner, I understand the perception of the properties around your property have just as much to do as what you have at your property. And like Cal said, I think that one resonated more with me being on the business end, is that if that had been there, he wouldn't have those hotels there. North Little Rock wouldn't. We put a lot of work into the Fairfax Bridge, it was called a grade separation back when the railroad track was there. I mean, I was late going to one of the meetings when we were talking about it, and they said, "Why are you late?" And I was stuck by the train. So we knew that that was going to be a main entrance to North Little Rock at one time. That's why we put the little extra pretties on the bridge and the little metal banners and everything. And so I think the perception is, and I get this from the residents, because when I've driven around and looked at it, will there be like 150 people out in the fenced area? Is it going to look like a yard or something? The perception, and if they're anybody that has a business there, their customers, their clients, or whatever, and if they know that that's there, how's that going to affect? The thing is, we don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't know. But I do know how the business owners feel.
Yes, ma'am.
And that, it's the perception. And we all know we need it. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't have a friend, a family member, or someone that needs this. But it's not the right location.
Okay. Anybody else? Gotta go. You okay?
I guess so. I would like to say there won't be 150 people out there at a time. There's a schedule we go by, and, people are only outside they're undergoing treatment.
Mr. Hampton?
I just want to clarify, you have, it's a licensed medical facility, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have doctors and nurses on staff 24/7, other behavioral health professionals, licensed social workers, counselors.
Okay.
Yes. This is a medical facility. Yes, sir.
Maybe you're the best person to ask this. Everybody keeps mentioning you didn't have beds before, but now you're going to have beds. I'm not understanding, I don't see the logical flow between that being, I guess, more dangerous. I mean, I guess it helps that I probably don't see a medical facility as dangerous in the first place, but what does the beds, why do you think people believe increase in beds is increase in danger?
I don't understand that. To our insurance companies, a chair is considered a bed. So right now we have 30 outpatient beds, basically. So I don't understand that. Patients that are coming to our facility want to be there. They don't want to leave. They want treatment. These people are in better state of mind and in better shape than the people walking around outside, than the people walking in and out of Walmart every day. How many sexual predators walk in and out of Walmart every day that don't have a ride to drive there, or that do have a ride to drive there? These are not those people. These are people that want to get help, and that are getting better, and that are sober in their right minds and working their treatment.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
My question regarding beds, sir, was one of volume, patient volume, and patient activity, not of any type of danger. I'd like to make that clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I got to go to Randy Lee. You said you want to add anything to what's been said tonight? Randy? Yes, sir. Identify yourself, please.
Yes, my name is Randy Lee.
Address.
Of course, I'm in the logistics business, and I should be watering rice right now because I farm too.
I see Stuttgart here, so yes.
Yes, from
I see you there.
Stuttgart.
There you go.
and I'm the president of a food bank that handles 3 counties, Arkansas, Monroe, and Prairie County. And of course, I'm a small owner in Incura, which is this rehab. But the greatest of all my jobs, I'm also a pastor, and I deal with a lot of people. The question that was asked, what is the right location? I don't know about y'all, but I've had problems with family members and drugs. How much Googling can you do? How much studying can you do to find the right location and you still don't know? A lot of people live in glass houses, and they don't realize till they have a family member, whether it be a son, a grandson, or granddaughter, or somebody in the family get hooked on this stuff. And we overlook also, when you say drug rehab, this facility is not only drug rehab, but it's alcohol. We have treated stroke victims. We've treated Parkinson's victims. We've got a new, unique system. Some people have started a chemical called NAD. NAD that resets the mind and restarts things. It's fascinating. I can say this. I wasn't planning on speaking, but I was just going to come. Grant told me, I'm his father, by the way. I was told, y'all want facts. I'm going to give you a fact. He don't know what I was going to say. 7 years ago, he was uncontrollable, was bad on dope. I'd spent all my money, all my patience, and done all I could do. And a friend of mine fixed me up with a company that done this NAD infusions down in South Mississippi. Like so many others, you know, what do you do? Everywhere I looked, it wasn't working. People go to rehab, and they get to talk to the shrinks and the doc. Nothing ever happens. Within a few months, they're back on the streets, then they're back on dope. I'd been told anybody that's on methamphetamine or crack cocaine, they're going to be on it the rest of their lives. So I sent him down there to this NAD. Within a week and a half, with these infusions, talking to him on the phone, he was a different person. He was down there 30 days and went through their system. And he come back a man again, not an idiot. So I can tell you for a fact, I know this stuff works. And I know what they're doing over there. They're giving infusions. They've got psychiatrists on board. They've got counselors on, licensed counselors. They've got men and women that stay with them. They also set these people up, the locals. A lot of our people are not local. They set them up with the local churches that they go to, that for counseling also, that they have joined. I know there's one church, an Assembly of God, I think here close by, that's baptized several of them in the last few months. So it's a lot involved in it. And I guarantee you, you end up with a child that's on this stuff, you're going to wish you knew where a facility that worked was close to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Because I have lived that pain.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hamilton.
Well, I definitely believe you're a preacher, sir.
My 3 minutes up.
That was a thank you for your comment. I stress that I hope it works out every time. In deference to those who do oppose it, I don't think they oppose the good that you are doing, not at all. I believe that there are possibilities and perceptions of the treatment facility that people are reasonably questioning, and I want to mention that I can respect that side as well. I believe it is an emotional issue, and I can tell for you as well. And just wanted to thank you for your comment.
Thank you. Anybody else? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Richard Dennis, anything you want to say different? 3 minutes, sir, please.
Richard Dennis. I volunteer at Incura. I'm also a graduate. Kind of in reference to what Mr. Lee was saying about the NAD. NAD changed my life tremendously. About a year ago, I was in y'all's hotels, drugging, thugging, about all of them, across Central Arkansas, period. Today, I would consider myself a predominant, I can't pronounce the word, citizen. I have a lot of clarity in my mind. I think rationally about everything now. Being of service, since I started going to Incura, basically all I wanted to do was help out Grant and Incura because I seen what it did for me. I sacrificed that 10 days on the NAD, and the change that my family has seen in me, they speak truly highly of me. My sister now has a brother that she's always wanted. 43 years later, here I am. The people that do come there, they gotta want to help. They gotta want the help. Not everybody wants to help. A lot of them do, they don't know how to get it. There are people that downs them, doubts them, and it's hard. The staff at Incura that I know is one of the only staffs in the jail institutions and medical rehabs that I've been to my knowledge, that truly, genuinely care about their patients and want to help the community and patients as a whole, period.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm very grateful for Grant and the rest of the staff.
Any
Thank you.
questions?
Let me share.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Any questions? If not, thank you, sir. Dennis, and I'm going, is it P-O-T-H-I? Did I say it correctly? Okay, come on, Dennis, please. You got, as usual, around 3 minutes, please.
Yep. So just kind of like a really quick comment. I'm a partner with Cal in one of these hotels, and the word that you used was stigma. I think if I was from outside and I wanted to invest in North Little Rock, especially on McCain, let's say you went, we all agree this facility should be here in North Little Rock. McCain is not really that place. Like you said, stigma. If I'm outside, I want to invest in McCain, I would look at that business and say, maybe I should go somewhere else. So that's all I wanted to add.
Thank you, sir. Any questions? Not, Mr. Jones, as I say this, Alan, it's at 402 Chimney Rock. Anything, you're okay? All right, thank you. Brittany Craig? Ms. Craig, name and address, please, if you don't mind.
My name is Brittany Craig. My address is 1001 James Street.
Thank you.
So one thing I want to say is we are nothing like the Gist House. Nothing. We treat, and another thing I wanted to add is the NAD is something that no other rehab in the state does right now. The NAD immediately takes away 80% of your withdrawals and 100% of your cravings. The success rate with someone that gets NAD versus traditional rehab is way higher. I was one of the first patients at Incura years ago. I now work there. And I found myself in a bad divorce and just ended up, using drugs to get over a 20-year divorce. And I knew immediately, I wasn't on very long, but I knew immediately that I needed to find somewhere that could help me. And I watched a video about Grant and the NAD, and I thought that's exactly what I need. I need something to clear my mind, And from the moment that I walked in the doors, and the moment that I was hooked up to these IVs and I got this treatment, my mind started becoming clearer, and I knew immediately as soon as I got the treatment that I wanted to work for him for the rest of my life. I needed to help save people in the community. If everyone could know about the NAD, then we wouldn't have people walking around. One thing about our facility, or one thing about treatment, it cuts down on recidivism. Isn't that what we want? We don't want repeat offenders. In order to stop repeat offenders, it's to get them rehab, to get them treatment. We're talking about the location. There's not going to be 150 people outside. We have group therapy all day long. There's a schedule. They'll wake up at a certain time. They'll shower. They'll go to breakfast. They'll go into groups, and groups are every hour on the hour. They get a 10-minute break. And as he said, we can put them in, or, build something in to where they wouldn't go outside to where they wouldn't be seen. Everyone won't have break at the same time. And you're talking about, 150 people. Right now, we only have 30. It would take us years to get to that if we ever get to that. In the 5 years that I've been there, again, I'll piggyback on him. We've had to call the fire department one time. We don't have people who are, career criminals. We have a screening process. I answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I miss it when I'm asleep, I call back first thing in the morning or it goes to our answering service. We have a screening process, and it is a extensive screening process that they have to go to, and they have to be approved before they can ever walk through our door. So I just wanted to reassure everyone that there is a screening process these people have to go through in order for them to have to come through our door. If you're under indictment for any
Ma'am,
type of criminal.
I gotta have you talk.
Oh, okay, sorry, thank you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Starla?
Question?
No, any questions anybody here?
Okay.
No, thank you very much. Starla, Sexton, Miss Sexton? Hello.
My name is Starla Sexton, and I'm the Director of Nursing at Incura. And I just want to share with everybody, my background is emergency medicine. And I had never been in this arena until 3 years ago. So I have seen many people overdose from substance abuse. So I'm very passionate in this now because Incura is actually saving lives. And everybody in North Little Rock, Central Arkansas, period, we need more facilities that save lives and they don't end up in the ER. Our ERs are overloaded with patients as it is. And you talk about statistics, we have so many people that are on drugs and alcohol because they don't have anywhere to go. All of the facilities are overloaded with patients. So I'll be quick, we just need more facilities like this to help our community. And we are a very personable facility, and we present ourselves with pride. So that's all I'd like to add.
Mr. Hamilton?
Are you familiar with Bridgeway?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't able to come across this information. By any chance, do you know how many beds they have?
I do not.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
I mean, I would say probably 100 plus.
Okay. I feel like they've been the main one.
Yes, Bridgeway is the main facility in Central Arkansas for mental health and substance abuse. But I did want to add, that Spring Hill Baptist also
That ER
takes,
right there, yeah.
they take not just the ER, but the hospital, period. They take people with substance abuse issues. So we have that in the community already, right down the road. So I believe that we're helping the community.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you very much. Brandon Shaw? Brandon?
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members.
You gotta introduce yourself and tell me your address.
Brandon Shaw,
And address.
3302 Walker Street.
Thank you.
All right. I'm a licensed master of social work, licensed here in the state of Arkansas, and I'm the primary therapist at Incura. I want to clear a few things up just real quick from my occupational standpoint. I did hear about people walking around and if they're voluntarily or involuntarily committed to the program, can they come and go as they please? Well, as a therapist, as a social worker, I allow the client to have self-determination. If a client says they don't want to be in the program anymore, we can't force them to stay unless they're court ordered. However, there's a discharge planning with every client. If they feel they don't want to be in the program anymore, we do discharge planning. And that's everything from wraparound services to either getting them into another agency, everything down to getting them a cab home if we need to. Also, I am an employee of Incura, but as I mentioned, I'm a licensed social worker. So when it comes to the client, overall, I want to promote the well-being of the client. There is no, I heard a gentleman say something earlier about, are we keeping them locked down or something like that? We don't do any maltreatment of clients. What we do is we meet the clients where they are. And that's from right now in the outpatient clinic, we are providing things from nutritional health all the way to housing. So I just wanted to clear those things up.
I appreciate that. Any
All
questions?
right,
Mr. Hamilton?
I'd just like to use this one opportunity to ask you about the clients you see. And since you see a broad spectrum of clients. The homeless population, the transient population along East McCain has been cited a number of times by me as being an issue currently. Does Incura, the facility we're talking about, are those clients similar? Like to the people panhandling at the corners,
No,
the
sir.
homeless sleeping by, maybe some residents at the trailer park that's right behind 501 Volley now. I mean, the couch surfers, the homeless, the panhandlers.
No,
Is
sir.
that what your clientele services?
No,
Is
sir.
that your clientele?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. And if we do have a client that comes in that's maybe displaced or unsheltered, that's where I come in as a social worker. As I mentioned earlier, as I mentioned a minute ago, I meet the client where they are. That's the first thing I do when they come in, and I do what I call what the clinical term is called a biopsychosocial. That's getting the clients past, present, and even where they want to be in the future. And I start there, and I meet the client where they are, and I make sure, because we can't treat nobody that's displaced. We're outpatient right now. So we have a client that comes in for treatment but doesn't have nowhere to go after hours, then that's water on a grease fire, you know? So we don't do that. So we provide, we have a holistic approach, sir. It's like I'm saying, it's wraparound services. We meet the client where they are, and we find out what they need to have a balanced life alone, because that's how you get well from
I appreciate
substance
that.
abuse.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mhm.
Anybody else? I've got Justin Scott. Thank you, sir.
right, thank
Appreciate
you,
you.
Major.
Justin Scott?
My name's Justin Scott. My address is 414 East 9th Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72202.
Thank you, sir.
Fellow city council members and mayor, y'all were presented a letter earlier. Did all y'all get a letter that says Forever Free on there? All right, I'm the group leader of the CIT at Incura. I'm involved in that ministry right there, and that letter right there was from Pastor Lane. He is the founder and the director of Forever Free. I meet these clients right here at Incura, and I see something in them. You know, I'm a firm believer in treatment. It's like this. I'm forever free today from drugs and alcohol, and I was once that guy that society had written off. Today, I'm heavily involved in my recovery. I take it seriously. These clients are trying to get well. They're just sick people trying to get well. They've just made a couple bad choices in their life, you know, and we need more treatment centers. As you read that letter right there, I meet these clients where they're at. They come to Forever Free with me. I've had several of them, probably in the last 2 months, at least 15 of them get baptized. They're heavily involved in the recovery ministry. I push them to go forward in their recovery. So inpatient will give me even more of an opportunity to sit with them in there. But even with the outpatient that I work with now, I'm able to take them to the church and get them involved in wraparound recovery all the way around. But residential will help me so much to be able to meet these clients right where they're at, to put them in a controlled environment. They will be in the group, they will be learning, they will be in their rooms, there will be no outside, nobody climbing fences, nobody talking to anybody on the outside. There'll be somebody, a residential tech, watching them at all times. They will know the rules not to walk up to that fence. They walk up to that fence, then there will be a contract. You know, there will be rules in place. We're here to help people get well. We're here to help make the community better, you know. And I believe we need more treatment. And if y'all would really read that letter right there, it says a lot about what Incura has to offer.
Thank you very much.
I thank y'all for allowing me to share.
Any questions? Thank you. Did I miss anybody that wanted to speak? Okay. Come on up and identify yourself. If I did, I apologize to you, okay? Identify yourself, give you your address.
Hi, my name's Bu Macon, and have several businesses around North Little Rock, and we're building several more. There's a reason why it's taking so long to find a facility or an area to build this facility in. Zone 3 or C3 zoning does not allow for this, and there's a reason for that. We definitely need and want facilities like this, right? It needs to be the right zoning, it needs to be the right place for it. I think we do need to help people. One of the things that I think it's not gonna help is it's definitely not going to help the homeless. It's not going to help any of that situation that we have currently in North Little Rock, because this facility does not take them. They do not take Medicaid. They do not take any of those as well. So it's not going to help majority of the population in Central Arkansas, because that's what they're on. Some of the facts that I can name off for you. Property value decline near treatment centers like this. A zoning board report in Kane County in Illinois found that the introduction of substance abuse treatment centers correlated with an 8 to 17% decline in property value. There was a similar study found in LA County as well that stated that there was a decline in property value after a facility like this was introduced in that area. And again, we're not against the facility at all. We're just against it being next to our business. There was earlier, I think Mr. Harris had suggested that the residents, where there was an issues, and there was not this type of facility that was allowed around residents. Our hotels that we have there, couple, are residents of North Little Rock. They stay there, a lot of them, more than week, 2 weeks, months at a time as well. We're an extended stay property.
All right, questions for him? Clean?
Just a clarification, it's zoned properly, I believe, but every overnight, because it's overnight, a medical facility with overnight, every facility that is overnight, like group care, stuff like that, requires a special use. Every single, no matter where it went.
Correct.
It would have to come.
But most medical facilities that we have don't have fences around them either.
I'm sorry?
Most medical facilities that we have in this area do not have fences around them to keep the patients inside.
This is the first I'd heard about the fence, so yeah.
Anything else? Anybody? Anybody? Thank you. Did I forget or miss anybody? Come on up.
My name is not on the list. Is it okay if I speak?
It's 3 minutes and stop. 3 minutes. This is not supposed to be allowed, but this is it, okay?
Thank you.
Keep it fast.
Thank you.
Identify
My name
yourself.
is Janet Carter. I reside at 120 Center Street in Humanoke, Arkansas.
Okay.
I am Grant's mother. What I want to say is everybody out there that is opposed to
You got to
this-
talk to me, please. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Everybody that is opposed to this, I was them 6 years ago. The people, the patients that we have become our family. They're precious to us. They come in, they say good morning, we say good morning, they visit with us, we visit with them. These people's lives are changed. When they get NAD, it resets their brain. Their brain tells them, I don't want this drug anymore. I don't want this life anymore. I want something better. So they are real people. They are your brothers and your sisters and your mothers and your fathers. They are people that need the NAD. We need this facility for your community because it changes people. They become the people that you want them to be.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's all I'd like to say.
Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Harris.
Mayor, can I call Sean Spencer up to the microphone, please?
Sure can. Mr. Spencer.
Sean, a question here. This C3 special use, what can this business be in a C3 and not have to get any special use?
Due to the overnight stay, it kicks in the special use part of it.
Even in C3?
Yes.
What's it zone now? What's this place zone now?
C3 is what
C3.
it's-
It is
correct.
C3.
Yeah. So
Okay.
C3 was a special use to allow, I don't have it right in front of me, but whatever the whereas says.
Inpatient.
Inpatient, yes.
Overnight, yeah.
Anybody else?
Okay, I'm just trying to get some understanding and clarity between everybody knowing that a facility like this is certainly needed, but then we have the same situation where those around there may not, even though they appreciate that it's needed. It's just, we're just, we're just back to location, and I'm trying to, we're in a mission here where a council member is trying to get their head around this issue, and I got to tell you, it's a tough decision. But thank you, Sean.
Ms. Hart? Sean?
They're the same discussion, just not at the same length that we've had here.
Okay, same kind of discussion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And then, as far as it being on the main street, from a planning perspective, do you have any thoughts why people might feel that this is the wrong location for this type of facility being on?
Typically, you don't walk up to one of these, so it doesn't necessarily wouldn't have, because it's on a major street, that's, like they were saying, it's not a walk up to destination. You don't walk to go to this place. So it doesn't really have to be on a major road or not, but again, most of the activities are inside the building, so I'm not sure what, like they were saying, everybody's not going to be outside at the same time.
Anybody else? All right, where are we on the subject? Has it been read, I guess? I'm
It's
going
been
back.
read. A motion.
There's a motion?
They would need one.
All right,
Yes,
you need
I
a
need a
motion.
motion.
It's not even on the floor yet for discussion.
Make a motion.
Make a motion to
First,
adopt.
Hang on just a second. Is anybody out there I've forgotten? Or show it that everybody had their time to speak. Okay, thank you. All right, it's a motion to adopt.
Second.
There is a second.
I've got a question.
All right, Mr. Hampton.
Could I ask Chief Testing to come up, please?
I thought he was going to get out.
Colleen, you're not a fan? Yeah. Why you get paid the not-so-big bucks. We're talking about safety, and regardless of 4,600 being approved or not, I don't want to put any words in your mouth. I don't want to. I did some research on calls from different locations around the places, and I can't offer any suggestions as to any current problems that are there now or how this will. You are an expert in law enforcement, and you're an expert in North Little Rock as it comes to crime in North Little Rock and law enforcement. So I guess in the sense, what I'm trying to present is that people who are untreated probably account for more of a danger to our community than people who are in treatment. And I guess I haven't had a professional back that up. I don't know if you can. I'm just wondering if there's any insight to this issue that you could provide.
Well, you'd be correct. People that are going around untreated are for lack of a better word, a problem. Treatment would be better, yes. I too have some personal experience in these types of facilities. Not me myself, but a family member. So I get it. I get where everybody's coming from. But the availability of narcotics to walk out and go find fairly easy is there. It's going to be there in that area. It's something we're constantly working on. It's like a never-ending story. It's a battle that we face every single day. Yes. And it's not just there, it's everywhere, but a facility that you can just walk out of, go someplace and buy drugs, that's that I think that could be a problem.
I did some research on calls for the Motel 6 there at the corner. And I did research on the number of calls for the police calls for the pain center, the methadone treatment center across the street from 501 Volley, a licensed medical facility, the overnight rehab center a little further away with 16 beds, and then the hospital and the BGH center that we welcomed in 4 years ago. It appeared to me that there were much more serious crimes at the unlicensed hotel or the unlicensed medical center that is a hotel at Motel 6 with a $46 rate a night with what I thought were untreated individuals. I've come to the opinion that that is more of a problem than the treatment centers. Am I being foolish? And no hard feelings.
No, that's a fair assessment. We have a couple other hotels, the same issue, and I've talked to some of these people, out there asking for money, and this is a cycle they're in. They get their money, they go to the hotel, they have a place to stay, they do their drugs, and the cycle starts all over again. They go down, get more money, go back to the hotel. So yeah, untreated is going to be a problem no matter what.
I have no further questions.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anybody else? So where are we? Again, there's a motion, I think.
A motion to adopt.
And a second.
Ross?
I second it.
I had second,
Sorry, made a
yes.
second, I believe. So motion to
On
adopt.
the
and a second.
motion to adopt, Ross?
No.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
No.
Baxter?
No.
Harris?
No.
Fowler?
No.
And Sulaco?
No.
Thank you. Y'all are excused tonight. Go ahead, unless you want to stay for the rest of it. You're welcome to be excused.
Wasn't that the last one? Wasn't that the last thing on the agenda?
I think we got one more.
Okay.
Old zoning.
Amy, do I have to convene a public hearing if I'm going to withdraw this? Okay, I'm not. I'm just going to withdraw it.
He withdrew it, yeah.
Thank you.
Let's close it out.
I'm about to.
Got one more.
I'm going to withdraw it.
You want to withdraw this?
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you why we're 02562. That was passed by the state legislature. So I'm going to withdraw it. There's nothing we can do it. There's no reason to convene a public hearing on it anyway. I was against it, but it was passed by the state, so it's going to take effect August 4th. What I said in an interview is now that people can, Sean, come up here real fast and let's get through this.
If you bring this up, I have some comments on it as well.
Well, I'm going to withdraw it. So if you want me to, if you don't, no comment, I'll withdraw it. Just forget it. Let's go. Let's go.
That's what I was hoping.
You saw my interview with KT.
I did.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm withdrawing 02562. No public hearing will be called. Is that okay, Amy? Yes, that's fine. Thank you, Sean. Anything else? Mayor has announced public comment. None. Ask the council members, y'all have any more comments? What is this?
Did have a public comment.
Day, your fun day, Mayor.
Oh, the fun day. Thank you. What did I do with it?
Her name's Stacy Jones, I believe, if I remember.
Hey, I had somebody else to speak.
Stacy Jones.
Oh, Stacy. Yes, thank you, Stacy. Where are you? Did you go already? There you are. Come on back. My apology. Public comment. All right, Stacy.
Hi, my name's Stacy Jones. I live at 1229 Clay Cut Circle, North Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'd like to put this out here for y'all to look at. These are some pictures snapshots I've been taking for a while. And I come here wanting to ask two questions of the council.
Felicia, can I ask a favor? Can you and Ernessa bring that closer to us, please? Stacy, you stay behind the microphone. Let them hold it up for us, because you can't see it. Help blow it. Listen, Felicia, Ernessa, please help. And you stay behind the microphone, pardon me, please. Okay? Yeah, help Ernessa, Felicia, if you don't mind.
Pictures of homeless? Yeah. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, I got it. I couldn't see what it was for a second. All right, thank y'all. Appreciate you sitting down. Nah, yeah, go around, make sure. Stacy, go ahead, you're up.
Okay, my question is to the council and to you, Mayor, is what is the difference between panhandling and loitering? And my second question is, our Attorney General, Tim Griffin, is calling on cities, counties, and communities to enforce Act 255 of 2023, an anti-loitering law. So my second question is, does the city of North Little Rock have the will to enforce this law? That's why these pictures are a perfect example of why we need some enforcement. I've heard a lot of comments tonight about we need treatment. Yes, we need treatment, but I do agree that McCain is not the place. We have 3 main arteries into North Little Rock: JFK in Maine at I-40 and I-30 exchange, McCain off 67, 167, and Broadway off I-30. The photos I've taken, like I said, are of just those two arteries, JFK and McCain. And this is not, this is not conducive to established businesses or for new businesses looking to plant in our town. And my husband has been a business owner for 46 years. We were on JFK right across the street from the post office. And after 20 years there, the homeless problem was so bad that we finally relocated to Sherwood. I mean, it was ridiculous. We had people running in, asking for help. We had, people coming after them to, she was afraid of her husband. We had people coming in, stealing stuff. We had people coming in. We had all kinds of issues on that street. So.
Was there a treatment center nearby?
No, there was no treatment center
Darn it.
nearby. But this is my problem, is this is what we have started attracting on JFK, on McCain, and on Broadway. And is this what we want to attract for our, Mr. Hamilton, I see you smiling, but I mean, I gave you respect. I appreciate you giving me respect.
Absolutely, ma'am.
These are the main arteries to our city, and if we want to attract more business, we don't have this all over the place. I call on a weekly basis to the city of North Little Rock, the mayor's office, to have the trash picked up at the I-30, I-40 exchange down there in front of the gas station, because they sit there every day. We have the regulars every day, and the trash that they leave behind, somebody has to pick it up. The taxpayers are paid for that, which I have a real problem with. It's not like they even clean up after themselves. They sit there, panhandle all day, and like somebody said, go to the motel behind them and do their drugs, and then they come back out the next day. So this is what I want to propose, and this is what I'm asking. Do we have a will to enforce what our Attorney General has stated that he wants?
Before we go any further, I heard that I'm going to refer to my city attorney. Amy, if you don't mind, I think it's got a lawsuit against it now, but go ahead, Amy.
And I was actually, that was brought to my attention that he had made those statements while I was on vacation. I have not seen them. I do know that based on previous federal district court rulings that we are limited in telling people that they cannot ask for money. They have a First Amendment right to do so. If there are other laws that are broken, then that can be enforced. As far as littering, I will look at Attorney General Griffin's statement, but like I said, I was not here when.
Stacy does call, and every time she calls, I send Unit 50 out to try to clean it up. I do, and she knows
I know y'all do.
I know,
but
so go ahead.
It's ridiculous.
Mr. Hamilton.
As to the Attorney General's comments, I read them and followed them. Your first question, if I remember right, was what's the difference between loitering and panhandling?
Correct.
I do not have an answer for you on that one. I don't know, so I'll try to get one for you. I don't have an answer for that. Does the city have a will to fix it? I don't speak for the city. I do. Was one of my points about the special use earlier, was whether or not this gets approved or not. The issue along McCain has been an issue, and JFK has been an issue. And so I have been thinking about this for a while. I've been failing to act on it, but I'll admit that to you, and I'm trying to be accountable to that, but I try not to be reactionary. I think more treatment would help. But I don't speak for the city, but I do have the will. I think you're right in that it has gotten worse. And that was it. The last thing I wanted to say was my apologies for you thought I was being disrespectful. It was disrespectful for me to be smiling there. It wasn't at you, though. I was laughing at how I was being, again, stupid and sarcastic in some of my other comments. It was at me, not at you.
Okay.
You've presented some excellent
Ms. Hart.
perceptions.
Ms. Jones, I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever had any interactions with any of the unsheltered programs that are in either city, Little Rock, North Little Rock,
Yes,
or
I have.
Sherwood? What has been your experience with those programs that have served this population?
Well, I've done a prison ministry. I did a prison ministry for about 10 years, going to the Pulaski County. And so I've had a lot of experience with a lot of people in a lot of bad situations. I have a lot of family that have personal issues with addiction, drugs, and alcohol. So I've had a lot of experience with it. I have compassion for it, but this is not compassion, okay? Just condoning and turning a blind eye is not compassion on this. And giving them money on the street is not compassion.
Ms.
I want
Ross.
it needs to be addressed, but I don't think a main thoroughfare that is a business area is the appropriate place to be putting that.
Ms. Ross.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Ms. Hart's still on the floor. Do you do anything else? Oh, no, she didn't. Ms. Ross.
No, I just want to say thank you for making those calls. People drive by that. And I've also been calling the state highway maintenance number because a lot of these are on state highway property. But eventually, our city, we still have to go clean it up. But I do try to make a point of calling them also to let them know maybe they could help out somewhere. And I wish we had an answer. I do.
That place right there on Pershing, the police drive past it all day long, and so that's what I really want to know, what the will is to address this. I've talked to Scott Fowler about it, and he's talked to the chief, but the chief said he had a will to do something about it, but I haven't seen anything done. And Terry, I talked to you a long time ago about the people standing in the middle of the median out there on McCain, and you said if they're doing that, they can.
We do. When I see it, we remove them, Stacy. I mean, if you call in, like I ask a lot of people to do, if they're in the medium, they can't do that. So I do have them removed. In fact, at one time, there was people standing on the medium collecting money. We found out they were from Memphis. So again, when you see that, I'm not there every day, call, and I will have them removed. If they're in the mediums, I can remove them. It's on the side of the road called easement at this point right now.
They were stepping out in the road.
I know they are, and that is dangerous, and we are addressing it. I know that Tim, I've talked to the Attorney General, I think he's in a lawsuit right now, so it will be hashed out. But if it's dangerous, if they step it out, I can remove them, yes. I just don't see it every time. So Stacy, I do talk to you, and you know I'd respond, so.
Right. But the loitering, I've got plenty of examples
Okay.
of people just loitering.
Got you.
This is in Skechers parking lot.
Call me, Stacy, when you see them loitering like that, and I have to get an opinion. This is my city attorney, so anybody, one more thing, Ms. Ross.
One more thing, if they're loitering on private property, Skechers needs to be calling.
It what?
If it's in the Skechers parking lot, Skechers has to call. The city can't just go in there and arrest someone or run them off from private property. But if Skechers will call, then the city can, am I correct, Chief Thesey? Okay, that's what I just want to make sure that I'm correct, yeah. And I have gone into stores too.
And I know that we have the one,
Jay, yes, I know.
your
She works-
officer,
Yes,
but
she-
every time I've called that number, I've gotten nobody to answer, so I've ended up calling the mayor's office to try to get
Keep
a
calling.
hold of somebody.
Call me, please.
All right.
Mr. Hamilton.
I'd just like to point out the police are doing they're doing amazing with the tools they have. The law is kind of working against them. It's difficult to prosecute a loitering or a panhandling situation. Right now, I feel we're reactionary. I feel we have to call. We're not solving any problems.
No.
I don't think we are. And so I appreciate you bringing that up. I mean, I feel the same way. I don't think we're solving any problems. I think we're only reacting and cleaning up once we've got them moved on to the next place. And
Yes.
I think that there's no one more frustrated than the police. That's been my opinion.
Thanks, Stacy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Keep
All right.
calling. Call me if you need me, okay, like you usually do, okay? Thank you. All right, any other council members have any comments? If not,
So moved.
Second.
oh, I was
Ross?
supposed to make, save this date, guys. Saturday, August 9th, 10 a.m. to 3 at Sherman Park Community Center, 624 Beach. Activities will include, so save this day, okay? Organization. Thank you for reminding me.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson? Yes. Robinson?